So we have a very interesting deal going on here with this Steiger. Just be careful. So excited. Put a new water pump on the Key Cat.
That's not the right hole.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
What do you guys think?
Good afternoon. We got us a fancy project. Service truck has been acting up. Mark decided we probably got some bad injectors, so it's a Duramax. It's a 7.8 liter Duramax, an inline 6-cylinder, and I did not realize they made one of them either. That's a Zuzu, of course, but not a real treat to work on. I had to get rid of a lot of junk on here. The injector line goes through the side of the head, and there's an O-ring in there, and we were able to just unscrew that line from the injector and then just pull on it a little bit, and we were able to pop them injectors straight up and out. And these are a reman. We got a new sealing cup on the bottom, and they're electronic. These two plates, I don't know what they're termed as or what they're called, but there's 2 wires per injector. We're not any pros by any means, but it's just nuts and bolts. Just go after it and see what happens. So we got all the old ones out, and we're in the process of putting the new ones back in. So we've got 4 done so far, and we got the front 2 to do yet. There's a fork that holds them down. We're getting ready to put the new ones in. You got to kind of stand it up and down in there, and then as we insert the injector, we have to be able to tip that fork down and grab the injector at the same time. Kind of a bugger. We had to learn how to do that. Takes both Ivan and I and 4 hands and then some.
That's not the right hole.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. Never want to hear that ain't the right hole, Ivan. Oh, we're on the home stretch. Injectors are in, and putting the fuel rail in, the return rail. What do you think, Ivan? Would you do this every day?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really cozy in here. I gotta get down in here in this doghouse. Ivan's got it figured out. We gotta calibrate the injectors. Program them, calibrate them. I don't know, over my head. I was born in the 80s, man. What Ivan's doing here too, with those soft washers like that, you got to tighten them up. You get them really tight and you back them off again and then re-tighten it, and that helps seat them in a little better. So anyways, we'll give you an update when it runs and we get it talking again.
Wheel and tire day today. We're getting these
Getting ready to go racing.
Getting the extensions put on for the Duels. The plan is here we should be able to run them on we're going to do it when we do our 28%, put our 28% down, and then should be able to leave them on when we do our post application of herbicide with a residual, so it gets us through the rest of the summer. And then we probably can just unbolt them.
That's on cotton.
Cotton, yeah. How many times do we typically have to spray that cotton?
It's like 10 or 12 times. Depends on how bad the June bugs get.
The tough part about growing cotton up this far north is them June bugs. They just go to town on it.
Make nests out of that stuff.
Yeah, they get in the bowls, in the cotton bowls, and they start laying eggs and make all just a mess. Yeah, if you guys are ever trying to grow cotton up here, that's a big problem. Got the centers on. Ivan's gonna go get the injectors coated, and we're adding coolant. Because yeah, there was steam when he was pulling her hard. Just steam blowing out of this thing. Just like a steam engine.
Trying to pickle it again or what?
I don't know. He didn't stop. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Snow. I don't know if you can see it. It's really light. Point it toward, there you go. See? It was snowing so hard it was just white. All the little spots here where the snowflakes touch the ground. It's not very warm out. I'm gonna go back inside. Them guys are cold, they're just sitting there waiting. And we got another project. Not a big deal, but just something we gotta do. We're gonna do some rework, I guess you call it. We do that a lot around here though. You gotta do it twice to get really good at it. Right, Daner?
Or because we didn't do it right the first time.
Well, that's how we learn. A lot of stuff is trial and error. So what's happening here is we're getting some pressure in the cooling system. It wants to push out coolant and then it wants to fluctuate. It's doing all kinds of weird stuff. We took a video of it and then Dane showed it to Doug, which is kind of the local mechanic. And we're getting pressure into the cooling system through the head. So something isn't seated quite perfectly. And I guess from what Dane's telling me is the cats are really touchy, I guess, because there's more individual pieces when you pull the head off than just a gasket. There's some brass pipes and some different things, I guess, and if it's just not perfect, sometimes you can get into a situation like this. So we're gonna need this tractor in probably a week or less. So we're gonna tear it down and pull it off and probably redo it. So I'm probably gonna call Cat and order a new head gasket and whatever goes along with it, just to make sure we get her all done right. We would have been done today. We got Duels on the sprayer. Oh yeah, by the way, what do you guys think? You like that? Supposedly, I mean, the guy said it'll float just as good as big singles, and the fact that we don't have to switch the whole tire around and just pop the Duels off now that we got the centers put on, it should go pretty good. So, well, we called Cat to order parts, and we were able to talk to Mark in service in Crookston. Dane had also had this idea of, or his dad had the idea of checking the thermostat.
So it's like surgery.
Yeah. Go rinse them off. All right, so we have a very interesting deal going on here with this Steiger. We did check the new thermostat. It is working. And Dane was up here messing around with where the new thermostat goes, which is right above the pump. And when you tell him what you found?
Pillar is loose. You can turn the impeller. I don't know if that's...
Obviously, that's not supposed to be like
I don't think so.
There's wear on our cover even, so something's not working in there. So that's why our coolant, we're figuring, was building up and then just kind of blurping because the pump wasn't circulating the coolant. I don't think we got a head gasket problem. We have something else, which is more than likely the pump. We took the cover off and this is what it was like. Right, Ivan?
Yeah.
So I think the impeller wasn't doing its job.
No, because the shaft don't turn.
Nope. So see, there's the impeller right here. And Dane was like, oh, what's this? And he grabs it and it spun. This is gear drive. So that should not spin.
Okay.
And then Ivan took the cover off and found out that it was loose here. We're going to try get this apart and see what's going on. But that kind of explains our coolant issue, because it's getting hot and it's burping. It's kind of flowing on its own, but it's not pumping. So we're hoping. Pretty sure this is if we found the smoking gun here. As he smashes his finger.
So we gotta take this off the back side. Take this bolt out, pull this bearing off.
Hopefully
See
it's
that?
all...
Look at her. She doesn't.
Well, we're getting a whole new one, so
Oh, the whole thing.
yeah.
We gotta take this off.
Yeah, we need the gear and stuff.
What do we have to do here?
We gotta change some tips,
Oh,
and then we gotta put it on the right,
setting.
and then we gotta put the tips on whichever one he's got picked out, I guess. Put my long johns on this morning.
You smart guy.
Haha, yeah! Ain't no dummy here.
I thought we were changing head gaskets all the way.
Yeah. Well, actually, I kind of was thinking that too. But
Well, we just got back in. Yeah, we got a pickup load of nozzles here. So we took these off the turret. On the sprayer, there's a little clip. So there's a little clip here, just like that guy, right in here. Snaps in and then holds this turret on, and then we just pull the turret out. But they're all dirty, and some didn't have caps on them, and some are broke, and some have O-rings. We're gonna take them all off and clean them up, and these caps don't want to come off very good. They've gotten, I don't know, whatever, if it's the design or what, but they're not open like the old ones. They're kind of enclosed. Well, it makes it worse because now the dirt gets in there and you can't hardly get them off. We're gonna soak them and then take an air nozzle and blow them out, and then hopefully they come off a lot nicer. And then we got a whole new set of nozzles here and stuff that we're gonna put on that we're going to reconfigure. Okay, we gotta get these things submerged. What's this? That's a frost plug.
oh,
So if she freezes, she won't break the pump. But that looks like there's a hole there.
I know. That's what I was wondering. I was like, what the hell? We get somebody else's jigamaroo here.
We got a nice new pump. Oh, look at that, Dane. Thanks to the guys at Cat in Crookston. They come through for us. Got us the pump next day.
I seen it on the box. It said red hot.
It did say red hot on it.
Red hot. Ship now or else.
Dane and I are gonna go put this on. So excited. Got a new water pump on the Kitty Cat. Well, it's a little past quitting time. It's just about 7, quarter to 7. I don't know if I told you, but we have a pump problem again. So right now we are in pump number 3. So that's supposed to show up here tomorrow. Going on just about a week here of screwing around with pumps. Not Cat's problem, or, you know, so to speak. The first one we got, bearing was wrong size for the cover, like we showed you before. I went down there, brought that one back, and the next one, it didn't have a helical gear. It was a flat gear. Everything else was right, bearing was right, wrong gear. So now, right gear, right bearing. We'll find out tomorrow. When we were in here, we decided to do a couple extra hoses and stuff. Got some new exhaust put on, some flex pipe, some new heater line hoses. Just stuff that might put you down. So otherwise, she's pretty much ready to rock and roll. So we just got to get that in and we'll be good to go. I better help Ivan finish cleaning up. He wants to get going. See you tomorrow. You go scrub your
shower.
You gonna go scrub your nuts? Yep. Just one. The only one you got left? You own one and you're leasing one out, or what?
I own one nut and the other one's mortgaged.
Yeah. Probably the left one, right? You're always giving your left nut for something. It's June bugs. Yeah, the June bugs usually show up about in July. What other exotic crops do we grow up here that we got to spray with Duels? Yeah, we got them raspberries and watermelons we got to spray too. That's what happens if you don't have Duels. You knock the berries off.
Knock the berries off.
Oh, these are the PS3DQ 0006s.
That's why. Yep.
Those are high performance.
Yeah, that's the one you want when you when you want to spray things.
Spray the cotton.
The cotton, yeah.